Alright, welcome to some more international action. We have Fnatic versus Mineski, best of 2. This is the day 2 of the group stages of the International 8. Game number 1 between the two teams. Get ready for some SCA Dota. Fnatic, Mineski. Vengeful Spirit, Winter Wyvern first 2 picks. Winter Wyvern, pretty good support right now, and Vengeful Spirit. Vengeful Spirit getting really popular at TI. Two heroes that I wasn't seeing in the previous few tournaments, but now at TI are getting very popular. Are Vengeful Spirit and Wraith King. I'm very surprised about all these VS and Wraith King picks. Surprising. But Vengeful Spirit's a pretty decent support. Swap can be very good defensive ability, always very nice to have those saves, just like Winter Wyvern Cold Embrace. You can also do offensive swap if needed.
5 seconds remaining.
Disable gives teammates more damage with aura and armor reduction. Pretty good hero, Vengeful Spirit. And then we've got the tiny Necrophos. Ooh, Necrophos. Necrophos Winter Wyvern for Fnatic. I would assume they don't want to play against Ancient Apparition here, do they? Are they going to ban Ancient Apparition though?
10 seconds remaining.
Counters both of them so far. Because both heroes have healing. Especially Necrophos. Necrophos relies heavily on healing.
Turn to ban.
So, Vessel is going to be very good for Mineski, and I feel like picking something like Ancient Apparition will be very useful for them. One thing AA doesn't offer is Disable or Initiation, but so far they have both. They have Disable on both Tiny and Venge, and they have Initiation from Tiny. He's a ganker initiator type of hero. He can do that. So I can see Mineski picking Ancient Apparition here. I like Ancient Apparition, one of my favorite supports. Actually. They banned Bloodseeker, so they don't even care. Probably AA is a very bad hero at the moment anyway. I think only once I saw it on TI games. They banned Bloodseeker, pretty strong laner. Visage.
10 seconds remaining.
Visage ban from Mineski.
5 seconds remaining.
These bans are like the second phase of bans is not that easy to predict, because the second phase depends. The first phase of bans is gonna be like overall OP heroes, this meta, like all this Enchantress, Weaver, Crystal Maiden, those are either the most picked or most banned heroes. So they're always going to be the same, but the second phase of bans really depends on what do they plan on picking, so they ban what's good against it. And also like what the other team, it's really nice how this pro teams study each other and they know how each team plays, their play style and their favorite heroes and stuff.
5 seconds remaining.
So sometimes you ban strong heroes that they want to pick, sometimes ban heroes that counter what you want to pick. Anyway, they ban Lone Druid and Visage. So now Mineski, Venge, Tiny, another support hero, some kind of, okay, they go for a Pugna. Pugna is really good against Necrophos. I like this pick a lot. Necrophos doesn't really like playing against a lot of magical damage, and also Necro spams really often the heal, and Pugna Ward punishes spamming of abilities.
10 seconds remaining.
And Pugna deals all magical damage, so it's really good against Necro. This Pugna pick is definitely to counter the Necrophos. Now they have a pick on Fnatic. This Necrophos could go on any lane actually. It's one of those versatile heroes. One of the cores will be picked very early and it will be versatile hero, so nothing is revealed yet. Maybe they will get the support with initiation.
Windranger at your service.
Okay, they get Windranger. Because Winter Wyvern could initiate with an ultimate if he gets a really good chance, but he would like to wait a little bit and get a good ultimate off. But yeah, that Cold Embrace, I mean, no. What was the ultimate? Curse? Winter's
5
Curse?
seconds remaining.
It can be very good initiation as well. Anyway, now they have a Windranger. Position 4 support. So Windranger is very aggressive on the map, pretty survival support because Windrun gives movement speed and evasion, so makes her really survival. So this is the more aggressive type of support that will pressure the map together with a core and will be fighting constantly. And this is the more defensive support. Nukes creeps under a tower to defend the tower from a really long range with the second ability, and also stays in the back and just heals people with Cold Embrace and plays more defensive. And there is the Wraith King. Wraith King and Vengeful Spirit, my personal 2 biggest surprises so far on NTI. These heroes were almost never picked before, but now they are in almost every game. Wraith King is really good against Necro as well. If you play Wraith King carry,
5 seconds remaining.
Necro doesn't really want, like, Necro is the ultimate respawn added time of Necro is really good when you do it on a core, because that core is going to spend more time dead, and that means it's not gaining any experience and gold, while you are gaining experience and gold, you are farming. But with Necro, you don't want to ult a Wraith King, especially like when Reincarnation is off, of course. Otherwise, why not? But normally, Wraith King is good against Necro because Necro doesn't want to ult you, because you will just respawn Reincarnation. So that's a good carry against Necro. This is their carry. This is Mineski's carry, the Necrophos. I mean the Wraith King. So it's gonna be like what? Wraith King Pugna lane? Wraith King stun into Pugna Decrep Blast, or... Also, Wraith King can be played as a support. One thing I forgot. Before this game, I was watching another game. I don't remember which teams it was, but they were playing Wraith King support. So Wraith King is super versatile. He can be used as an offlaner now,
Mineski's turn to
from what I'm seeing on TI. Oh, that's a Husker. That's a Husker. And this seems like a really good Husker game so far. Uh-oh. Quickly, Mineski. Ban
10 seconds.
a hero that will counter a hero that you want to pick against
5
Husker.
seconds remaining.
What they want to pick on Mineski? Klinks. Klinks is really good against Husker. But Klinks is all physical damage and there is a Winter Wyvern in the game. Uh-oh. This seems like a really good Husker pick. Magic resistance against Tiny and Pugna. Wraith King can't do too much to Husker, and Venge is just a support. They really need a last pick hero that can deal with Husker on Mineski, which is most likely their mid laner.
Turn to ban.
Okay, they ban Lycan. Yeah, Fnatic need one more core, and Mineski need a mid laner. Fnatic. Yeah, Lycan would have been pretty sick here because they
10
can end the
seconds
game early
remaining.
with it. They can destroy every lane. So
5
that means
seconds
Husker is
remaining.
going mid. Mid Husker.
Fnatic's turn to pick.
Fnatic lack a bit of split pushing. Husker is a very static on a lane. He's not super mobile. He's not fast mobility hero that moves between lanes very fast. Is Weaver still there? Hell no, Weaver is second banned. So they need a little bit of split pushing on Fnatic.
10 seconds
Necrophos
remaining.
doesn't split push very well either. Like a lane pressure
5
split push, I
seconds
feel
remaining.
like they need.
Mineski's
Fuck.
turn to pick.
No! Completely wrong. I guess they are playing the Windrunner as a core. Is that Eternal Envy Husker? Am I gonna have the chance of seeing an actual Husker that's having a good game? Because after yesterday's Miracle Husker mid lane,
10 seconds remaining.
I need to make another Husker who actually has a good game to see a
5
player
seconds
perspective of a
remaining.
Husker who can't be touched. Like, this hero is supposed to be the strongest hero of on the map, and with 2 to 3 small items just end the game. It's not a very good late game carry, none of that.
Tinker. Choose your hero.
Oh, that's a Tinker. Okay, it's Abbott Husker. Not another mid lane Husker, no thank you. Yesterday the player perspectives were mid lane, today we're avoiding the mid laners. Pyle died Treant Protector. Oh. Yo, it's offlane Winter Wyvern. It's position 3 Winter Wyvern. I'm gonna love that from Universe. But then this is a really good Tinker game though. This is a sick Tinker game because they have no
5 seconds.
they have no catch for him. So this, I mean, Treant Protector, he can set up in trees. But other than Treant, they don't have much for the Tinker. And it's Ice playing Wraith King. So this is position 3 type of Wraith King. Yeah, that's what I mean. The hero is versatile now. These teams are showing me Wraith King. He can be carry, he can be offlane, initiator, he can be a support as well. Actually, I guess there is no such thing as offlaner and safe laner anymore. It's like everyone is a core. I'm kind of excited about this Universe Winter Wyvern. What player perspective is this? Abed Husker is beast. Yeah, but yesterday I did a Husker video, Miracle playing Husker. Unfortunately, it wasn't... he didn't have a good game, but another Husker, I will wait a few days before I get another Husker. If I want to record another Husker. Alright. Quickly, predictions. Time of first barracks destruction. I think the team with Husker will take a barracks early. 30 to 40 maybe. No. 20 to 30, let's go. Player with highest total magic or pure damage. Tinker. Magic and pure. He deals always the most damage. When will first blood happen?
30 seconds to battle.
Pretty early. Which team will win? This Tinker pick is super good, but I think Fnatic might still win. I think Fnatic will still win. I like their team more. Player perspective, Windrunner. Go. I think this is the first support player perspective that we're doing so far on the entire tournament. It has always been a mid laner or a carry, a core. So, Windranger position 4 support. Starting with a ton of regen, so he can trade with people as much as possible. And Orb of Venom. Orb of Venom was nerfed for ranged heroes, which directly nerfed Windranger as a hero. So Orb of Venom is very effective when you hit people, and that's exactly what he's going to be doing. Windrunner is actually one of my personal favorite off-lane aggressive supports, because you go to the off-lane and you just trade with people. You just right-click people. Her damage got nerfed though. Her damage is a bit weaker now. Stick, don't forget your stick, very very important. Very first item, stick. After that he queued brown boots. So Windrunner support, be able to hit nice shackles. He's pulling the lane to the side. That's actually a pretty common thing with Winter Wyvern, to spam the first creep wave with the nuke and make it push into tower, and after that they try to pull. Okay, nice stun from the Tiny there. He used Windrun to run faster and try to catch the Venge. So Windrunner offlane is one of the best actually at the moment. I would still consider it one of the best at the moment. Aggressive supports. Like you have the position, you have two supports in the game, right? You have the position 5, the one that's gonna spend the most gold in wards, and he like the poor support. And then you have this one, you have the position 4, that the one that goes aggressive and harasses the enemy safe lane. And later on has gold to build utility. He does, position 4 is the one that doesn't spend all the gold in wards. It's the one that does very well with items. So items this game, Lotus Orb at one point for sure will be good. Against Tinker it's very good. When he gets a Hex, Lotus Orb will prevent Tinker from chain hexing people. And here what he tried to do is body block the smoke camp so they don't pull again. But he was a bit too late for it. He thought of it just a little bit late. This is the kind of stuff that the aggressive offlane support does. Body block camps. He goes just exactly what he just did. He went to mess with the pull. See how he prevented the Venge from chain pulling the big camp into the small one? Oh, that's a lot of damage. This is a kill for sure. Very nice kill. So the offlane support messes with the pulls. He pulls as well, like that, to the side. And grabs the runes as well. I really, actually, level 1 Windrun is the most typical thing to skill on Windrunner, especially on support. Okay, not on the hero in general. On the mid lane it depends. Sometimes you would need power shot. But on support Windrunner, it increases your ability to trade. So I think 100% of my Windrunner support games, I always go Windrun first. After that, on level 2, it was pretty interesting how he skilled Shackle. Who am I laning against? Laning with the Winter Wyvern. He has really good damage. He has the nuke and the Arctic Burn for damage. He does not have any disable. So level 2 skilling Shackle can prevent people from TPing out. Right now the Venge can TP out, but okay, they don't even care. They want the bounties. They are very important. They managed to secure both bounties. He's going phase boots. Phase boots first item. Yeah. Even on support Windrunner, phase boots are very typical. On level 10, the very first talent is mana regen. So, for example, arcane boots are really not needed on this hero. You have that mana regen. And phase boots helps you deal a little bit more damage. It's really nice to be able to deal a bit more damage. And also have that little burst movement speed. Uh-oh, is he gonna die here? Yep. Too much nuke. But if that's a trade for the tiny, it's a worth trade. Okay, they don't get the tiny. Okay, they wanted to be very aggressive there. He's tipping mid for a rotation. Okay, he tipped mid because the courier had the wards. And he took the wards to go and ward here. Okay, no one sees this ward. Woo! Bye-bye. Bye-bye. You know what this ward is for? It's mainly for Tinker. But right there got you a free tiny kill. Let's fucking go. That ward is meant for Tinker because what Tinker is gonna do is he's gonna farm jungle with March. Uh-oh, that's a tiny rotation very early. What's going on the mid lane? It's a party on the mid lane, 7 minutes in. 7 minutes in, 8 heroes on the mid lane or what? 7, 8 heroes on the what's happening? Okay. Dota 2 in 2018. So that ward is meant to spot the Tinker farming jungle with March. And it's very good if you ward Tinker's jungle because it's very likely for you to catch him with low HP. Because he's gonna use Soul Ring so he can rearm marches and stuff. Believe me, it's very likely to catch Tinker low HP. So warding his jungle just like he did is very good. Okay, he TP's out. Didn't TP base, he TP'd to the tower and gave his salve to Universe. There's a regen rune here, that's perfect. He needs that badly. Power shot, regen efficiency. Also wind run now. Okay, didn't use wind run, no efficiency. So the offlane doesn't really have to be a static duo lane. He's rotating a lot. It's almost always the correct move to move around if you see the enemy support moving around. Or after he died, minute 6, that was perfect opportunity to TP mid and ward. Because it's nighttime and heroes have a lot less vision during nighttime. Vision is very important during the nighttime. So instead of TPing back top after he died... Oh, is he gonna get another snipe with power shot? No.
Top tower is under attack.
Instead of TPing back to top during the nighttime, he used that opportunity to TP mid and place wards. That was really good. I really liked that. It's very nice to rotate around if there is nothing going on your lane. So he's going bottom. Let's see if he hits a 6 Shackle. Oh, that's a, yeah, Shackle on Tiny. They get a Scythe kill. Very nice, increasing the respawn time. And he will be able to get this easy Venge kill. And Power Shot as well. Woo! That's a vengeful, that's a Windranger I want to see. This is the player perspective I want to see. Of a player that's having a good game. Someone that's owning. So, after Phase Boots, he finishes the Magic Wand. Nothing surprising so far. It's very typical. And then he's going for a Javelin. We'll see if this is a very good Javelin. I mean, if this is just a casual Javelin. Or is it going to be a Maelstrom? First item, Maelstrom. If the team lacks damage, then yeah. Maelstrom is good. The team does have... yeah, the team does have decent damage in the early mid-game. So, something... some people do on Windrunner is they skip ultimate on 6. Sometimes I do. But he's having a great start and pretty soon he will have a Javelin. So the ultimate's very good when you have an item like Javelin. Okay, so Shackle to cancel Life Drain of Pugna. And then he might die here. Oh no, that's a nice Winter's Curse. And he's power shotting right after the curse. Very, very nice timing on the power shot. Wraith King has ultimate here. Shackle Wraith King, and that's a kill as well. Very nice. Very nice gameplay so far from him. First of all, he's not staying top. And if you go back and look, there was no reason to stay top after minute 5 or 6 or so whenever he started rotating. Because from Mineski there was one hero top or no heroes at all. So why would you be there? There is nobody to harass. The position 4 in the early game harasses and is part of fights. So there is nobody that he can harass top. And he's constantly fighting mid. And now he rotates bottom and they get even more kills. Another very good thing to do as a support is smoke when you ward. This is something that will improve your supporting a lot if you smoke yourself to ward. Because the enemy will never see the observer. Unless they have an observer there as well, they will not see your observer. And look how badly he wants to have an observer in the area. Mineski dewarded the observer they just placed, but he wants to place another one on the shrine because they really want to see Tinker farming there. It's very good to keep vision in the first 15 minutes or so of the jungle camps because Tinker is going to farm them and you can pick him off there. So maxed power shot, that's pretty typical.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Okay, he plays this observer. I think they saw that one as well. Tiny is coming. And he's just... Woo! Living armor, boys. Living armor saving him. Actually, Ninja Boogie was so confident here. Easiest money of my life. They were so confident that Windrunner will die, but he didn't die. Damn. So sometimes when I play support Windrunner, I would skip ultimate and get a second point on Shackle for longer disable. But right now he's level 7 and he has a Javelin. That will make the ultimate a lot more effective. So it's really good to skill the ultimate when when you have an early Javelin. And now he's going Blink. Okay, I do see that. He wants to go Blink now. So the Javelin is not really a Maelstrom. It's just a Javelin that will enable him to deal more damage. Oh, was that... Did Universe go Meteor Hammer, Winter Wyvern? Okay, that's something interesting as well. So he goes Cold Embrace into Meteor Hammer and they pick off the Pugna with it. That's interesting. Position 3 core Winter Wyvern with Meteor Hammer first item. Alright then. So Javelin enables him to deal more damage with ultimate and right clicks overall. And later on, obviously, this Javelin can be a Maelstrom or an MKB. That's the good part. You can choose between Maelstrom and MKB. I think the objective of Fnatic this game is to end it before Tinker gets huge. It's pretty hard to deal with the huge Tinker this game. And they have this hero Husker that can push very early. So the Blink Dagger, by the way. I started speaking about the Blink Dagger. Another thing before that, he went top to push out the lane. On this hero with this much mobility, like phase boots, movement speed, and the wind run, it's good hero that runs around the map, and it's good to defend towers because you do like farm. You don't really wanna farm, but you do like farm if there is any. You want to take some farm, and also a lot of the time supports do what the cores can't or don't want to do. So nobody wanted to go top from Fnatic. No one of the cores really wants to be top right now, simply because they don't have an objective right now top. The next objective of Fnatic is the bottom tier 1. They want to get that tier 1 before they go for a tier 2. They want to destroy every tier 1, right? So if there is no objective top and no one from... Like, the cores would play around the bottom objective, which is exactly where everybody from... Exactly where most people from Fnatic are on the bottom lane. But they TP here because they see a fight. Oh, that's really nice. They cancel Tiny's TP. Now Tiny's gonna die. Nice Meteor Hammer again by Universe. So if no one from the Fnatic cores wants to go top, then he simply goes top and out pushes the lane. And now we can talk about the Blink Dagger. Oh, Wraith King! He didn't die from that. Now he has Reincarnation. And that's why it sucks to Necro ult a Wraith King, because it feels like a waste. Like, they killed him but he respawned, so that Reaper side didn't do much. In the early game, Wraith King ultimate is very long cooldown, so it's nice that they got rid of it. But later on, he will almost never ult the Wraith King, unless they kill him once and he uses Reincarnation. This Wraith King is dead, he is just delaying the push. Basically Mineski, the way they are playing the game right now is they want to delay the game. They want to delay the towers being destroyed as much as possible. And they want this Tinker to get huge. Tinker and Tiny. They want BKB on Tiny is really good this game. Wraith King would like to have some more items. With just Blink Dagger, Wraith King is a great initiator and ganker, but he doesn't have much damage. Okay, so they are tipping top now. Bottom tower is destroyed already. They have pretty good control over the bottom area of the map. And now see how they are going top. They even have an observer bottom on the shrine. So they have good control there. So the next objective is going to be most likely Roshan. Wow, that's actually... It's almost like they are professional players. Look at that. Destroy the bottom tower. No one has anything to do there anymore. Why would you be bottom? Bottom means death. Go bottom. Going bottom means you die pretty much. Right now from Fnatic they would go bottom if they want to set up a Tinker pickoff maybe, or if they want to defend the tier 2 tower. And even then one hero is not enough. If they go bottom from Fnatic, it will be with more than one hero for sure. It's almost like bottom is the dead lane now. Wow.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
We still haven't talked about this Blink Dagger, by the way. Blink Dagger is for initiation, basically. It's pretty simple. Blink Dagger gives initiation. Blink Shackle. It's initiation and mobility. He can either use the blink in a fight to reposition and put himself in a better position where he can get the 2-man shackle, or when they are picking off a hero, he blinks and shackles. It's really good for picking off and really good for repositioning in fights, because the shackle is almost 4-second stun if you latch 2 heroes. So it's almost 2 heroes, like almost 4-second disable for 2 heroes. That's why Blink is so good and so important on Windrunner. Repositioning in fights to get a 2-man shackle, and initiation for pickoffs. And also initiation for team fights. I guarantee you, as soon as he picks up the Blink Dagger, they're gonna get a big kill with it. They're actually gonna get a big kill with it. So
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
the one thing you can do, break trees with power shot and make a path inside trees and stuff. All right. So far he has been playing this role of running around the map. He is running around the map constantly, and Windrunner is a really good hero to do that. It's like always in a perfect lineup of Dota 2, there will always be this really nice balance of heroes. One that's more static on a lane. For example, Treant Protector plays pretty static on a lane. He wants to sit around trees and set up for pickoffs. And on the other side, Windrunner is the opposite. Run around the map and do stuff around the map everywhere. Okay, so they're going to get a big kill here. He couldn't shackle, but it doesn't matter. What did I say? Did I say he will pick up the Blink Dagger and get a big kill? Well, that's the tiny right there. That's the big kill. So on one side they have the Treant support that's more static, and on the other side they have the Windrunner who runs from one lane to another. So far he has been playing that role. He's part of 10 out of 13 kills. That's more kill participation than the Treant. Actually the Treant is part of only 2 kills, but that's typical Treant. He doesn't have many assists. So he has been playing this role of running around the map looking for pickoffs. This is what Windrunner does. Defending lanes, very efficient at it. Power shot, nukes the creep wave, very easy for pushing and out pushing lanes. And then Shaco is very good for picking off. So right now he's playing around the mid lane. Necrophos and Husker are controlling the jungle, and he wants to go bottom. There is going to be a fight bottom. then the support, position 4, goes bottom. Because you want to be part of every single fight. You are the fighting support, the fighting hero. That did not go too well though. One really nice little thing he did is he destroyed the Pugna ward. Windrunner is really good at that, destroying the Pugna ward.
Smart money.
Long range, fast attacks. The 20-minute tome went for him. Talking about talents of this hero, we saw the skill build. He maxed Power Shot and then Shackle, and now he's maxing Windrun. That's pretty typical for a support Windrunner. A core Windrunner would max Windrun, I think, before Shackle a lot of the times. Because you have the bigger potential of killing people with just right clicks with ultimate. And now after the Blink Dagger, he's going Maelstrom. Okay. He wants to make that Javelin into Maelstrom. I said either Maelstrom or MKB. MKB this game? Not really needed. No one is going to buy Evasion from Mineski. And Maelstrom is pretty good damage dealing item. I also mentioned that Lotus Orb seems decent for me. Prevents Tinker from... Actually, yeah. You have this frontline hero. Who's going Lotus Orb? Someone must be going for it right now. Not Universe. Treant is going Aghanims first. Okay, so Lotus Orb will be on Windrunner. Maybe I would prioritize Lotus Orb over finishing the Maelstrom this game. Because if you look at Mineski, okay, there is a pick off here. Blink Dagger Shackle and easy kill. Blink Dagger Shackle into the Necrophos ultimate. So with Pugna being dead for 70 seconds, they are going Roshan. And he's tipping bottom for Tiny. Ooh, nice Shackle to the creep. They got him. Sentry. And the Winter's Curse is there with the Meteor Hammer. There we go. Fnatic is playing out of their minds, man. Yesterday, the two games I watched on stream were both Fnatic and they were playing super well. And they are like second place, I think, currently in their group of the group stages in TI. They are playing so well right now. It's a team that I would expect to play okay, but not to be like top 2. Top 4, 5? Yeah, but top 2, I didn't really expect it. I'm surprised, but in a good way, because I like this team. We were gonna talk about the talents. First, talk about Lotus Orb. It's really good against Tinker. Very straight against Tinker. Because it prevents Tinker from chain hexing people. Hexes once, but then you Lotus Orb the one he hexed. If he hexes again to perma-hex, he will hex himself, and Tinker doesn't want to hex himself. So yeah, very good against Tinker. In this game though, if you look at Mineski, Wraith King has a targeted stun that Lotus Orb reflects, and Vengeful Spirit also has a targeted stun that Lotus Orb reflects. So really good Lotus Orb, really good against those as well. Especially if you have this frontline hero, you would like to support him with as many stuff as possible, like Glimmer Cape. Oh, he's going BKB next item. Okay. I'm sitting here speaking about Lotus Orb and how good he is. And this guy is just going damage. This is like... This is a pure core Windrunner, but he is a support. He goes Blink, Maelstrom, BKB. He just wants to survive and deal damage. Alright then. Sure. Survive and deal damage. Okay. Maybe someone else from Fnatic will get Lotus Orb. I'm saying how good it is, but I'm not saying he has to get it. Maybe someone else will get it. Maybe Husker will get it by himself. Or himself. No, no way. He's going AC on Husker. Okay then. Hex Wyvern. Okay then. Alright, that's fine. Oh, fight going on the top lane. We are going in. Shaco to the tree behind them. Okay, doesn't want a Shaco, saving it still. There is the Shaco, Blink and Shaco. So Wraith King no ultimate now. And this is with Necrophos when you ult a Wraith King. That's when you ult him. Okay, so why is he a support Windrunner this game? But he's going damage. He's playing it like a carry, but he's a support. My thoughts, personally. One of their cores is a Necrophos. He's pretty inconsistent damage dealer. He deals a ton of damage with the ultimate if he ults someone that, like the Necro ultimate finishes someone from half HP to 0. Other than that, Necro doesn't right click too much, and the heal doesn't deal too much damage, the death pulse. Okay, first we have to end this push. Let's end this push. Look at Tinker, by the way, so annoying. March Machines and Laser against the Husker, look at him. They can't push, man. They need to pick off the Tinker. I feel like they need to set up wards and pick off the Tinker. Set up wards on the high ground on the edges of the map. And pick off the Tinker. So, Necrophos is a little bit of an inconsistent damage. Like, it's a core with not very consistent damage. Another core, the offlaner, is Winter Wyvern. He won't deal much damage. That's not a very consistent damage dealer. He's gonna curse people and then Meteor Hammer them and nuke them, but he doesn't have much right click damage. The only one that's consistently right clicking is the Husker. Wait, how was Tiny able to blink there? Tiny was winter cursed, and he was able to blink after it before the Meteor Hammer hits. Maybe he didn't take any damage from those creeps, but there were creeps around though. I don't know what happened there. Anyway, so basically the point is the cores this game, except the Husker, don't like. Husker is a hero that will non-stop right click. He is a non-stop damage dealer. But other than the Husker, they don't have very consistent damage dealing cores. So here, you would like to be a core as well. That's how I feel about it. If you had like the... If it was like... For example, if the Windrunner was supporting the enemy team, in Mineski's team, he would have a Tiny core, Tinker, and Wraith King. Those deal damage pretty consistently. Okay, Tiny relies on a huge burst with Avalanche Toss, and then he's not very consistent. He might get kited and stuff. But Tinker constantly spams damage, and Wraith King blinks in the middle of the fight, and he constantly deals damage. So if he was on Mineski, he would maybe not go for damage. But in this game, he wants to be like a damage dealing Windrunner and help teammates deal more damage because they aren't very consistent at it. That's how I feel about it. The reason could be different. That's how I feel about it though. Nice pick off on the Pugna. Bottom tower is taking damage though.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Running around the map. Okay, talents. Honestly, talents on Windrunner are going to be, most of the time, mana regen, power shot damage, Windrun grants invisibility, and cooldown reduction. Most of the time. There can be exceptions. Alright, top lane fight. Let's look at the fight. TPing top lane, TPing to the tier 1 tower. Blink Shackle the Wraith King. The Reaper sight was already used, but still Wraith King will die. They will be able to kill him. Still hasn't used the ultimate. And bam. 8-1 and 8 Windrunner this game. Damn. I'm really glad I got to see this nice player perspective. This is probably the best player perspective from all the player perspectives we did so far in the first 2 days of TI. It's probably the best one.
Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's middle
So
tower
mana
is
regen
under
is
attack.
must-have talent. Unless there is a Crystal Maiden in your team and you have an item that gives you mana regen. That's the only time I would skip the mana regen talent. Attack range is if you don't have building damage and you are the siege of the
Dire's top shrine
the
is under
siege
attack.
damage for the team. So that's what it helps with really. Longer range, better at sieging towers, destroying towers for pushing.
Dire's top shrine
Otherwise, plus 100 power shot damage makes power shot 550 damage, which is a huge nuke for heroes in team fights. And it makes you really good at pushing lanes because if you haven't seen it, then you just have to do it once and see how one power shot almost kills the creep wave. It destroys the creep wave. 550 power shot. Wait, is Mineski going to fight this? No. They're not fighting this. They're chilling. Maybe they don't need Lotus Orb this game because the cores can protect themselves from Tinker. For example, Necro has a BKB. BKB counters Tinker completely. He has nothing through it. Husker has a BKB. And Winter Wyvern isn't really going to be in front to where Tinker can catch him and hex him and
Dire's middle barracks are under attack.
yeah. Winter Wyvern won't really play in front together with Husker and Necrophos. Winter Wyvern will play on the back. Oh! Whoa, 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 whoa! There it is, boys! He bought it himself. I really wanted to not be wrong. I mean, I think it's very obvious for everyone that Lotus Orb is very good this game, but still. Doesn't have to be the support building it. The carry can build it himself. Gives him some decent armor, because this hero lacks armor. Look at that, he's level 23 and he has 5 base armor. Holy shit, this hero armor is garbage. So, Lotus Orb gives him decent armor. And then what we talked about, the targeted disables and the counter to Tinker. Yep, there you go. There we go. Okay, tipping top into the fight. Tinker rearms Blink. Ice Frog. Tinker rearming Blink. They catch him though. He's dead. Tinker dead for 2 minutes. They catch Vengeful Spirit. Blink is up now. Blink Shackle. Bam, bam. Easy peasy. Tiny, where are you going, bro? Trying to hide somewhere. No, 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 no. I kind of expected this game to, like, I kind of expected Fnatic to start pushing high ground a lot earlier, but looking at the graph, look at that, 20,000 gold advantage. They are playing it safe. It really looks like they are taking it easy and playing it safe. And they are just trying to first extend their advantage as much as possible. Like the graph has never been in favor, the game has never been in favor of Mineski. Unless slightly into the laning phase here. But once the laning phase was over, Fnatic always had the lead in gold. And all they want to do is just maintain that, keep increasing it. Outfarm Mineski heavily. And then push. Fnatic is playing this safe and smart. Alright. Windrun grants invisibility talent. Very good for picking off heroes. It's like a mini Shadow Blade for free. Very good for ganking. You can just go on someone with the invis. Also very good for escaping. They must have detection or they won't be able to kill you. It makes Windrunner an even better ganker, and it makes him an even more survival hero in general. I was playing Windrunner with the +1 second shackle. Normally people... Normally the shackle duration is enough like this, 3.8 seconds. That 1 second shackle does not make a big difference, but like the shackle duration doesn't make a difference compared to the Windrun grants invisibility. So many times I have survived because I have the invis from that, and so many times I have gotten pickoffs. That's a beautiful shackle right there. Shackling Tiny and Wraith King together. They get a quick kill on Tiny. Lotus Orb on the frontliner. They can't cast anything on him. Winter's Curse into the Meteor Hammer. Oh, nice shackle again. This is the second two-man shackle in the same fight. Destroying the Pugna ward. Very good to get rid of the Pugna ward. 2 buybacks from Mineski and they lost the Husker, so they would like to run here. Run for their lives.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
So they went high ground and they lost 4 heroes. They forced 2 buybacks. No, 3 buybacks. Tiny, Wraith King and Venge both back. I think they're gonna have to use a buyback on Fnatic as well, maybe. After losing 4 heroes like that for 1 minute, they might lose a lot of map control. Most likely Mineski will not take any side of barracks, but they will take the tier 1 mid, tier 1 top, maybe the tier 2s as well. I think actually from Fnatic, that high ground push costed them the entire map control that they already had. Oh boy. Oh no, this reminds me so much of yesterday, Fnatic versus Liquid, game 1. Fnatic used Black Hole to kill Spectre, and then they didn't have Black Hole to fight Roche, so Liquid took Roche and won the game with it. Oh shit. So now they went high ground, they forced 2 buybacks. And then they lost every tower. Every tier 1 and 2 tower they had, they lost them. And against Tinker, it's really hard to recover map control when you don't have tier 1 and tier 2 towers. Actually, that was a... Okay, so if Fnatic take a fight now... Oh, nice pick off. Tinker has Manta to remove the roots. What a smart Tinker player. That was gonna be a sick pick off, but they couldn't get it. That's unfortunate. Woo! Baby! That's what I'm talking about. There you go, boys. Why do you take the invisibility Windrun talent? Because right there, if he didn't have that invis, he would not be able to do that. What he just did is because he was invis from Windrun. There you go. There it is. I feel like instead of let's watch DJ play Windrunner at the International, I kinda wanna name the video Let's Watch DJ Own with Windrunner at the International. So Tiny has no buyback. That's exactly what I was gonna say. If they pick off the heroes that have no buyback from Mineski, they can easily push high ground and get mega creeps. 3 heroes have no buyback. DJ is a god. Holy shit, man. Looking at this game, he is. I never really noticed this guy, to be honest. And that was another pretty nice... Wait, what did they... What did they side there? What just happened? Okay, so Wraith King... Actually, it's pretty funny. Wraith King summons an illusion from... What?! This guy is a fucking god. I never really noticed, I never really paid attention to this player, but that's the effect of the blink and BKB. He just killed the Tinker there. And the Tinker buyback now. Melee Rax is half HP. Okay, Venge no buyback. But they are gonna lose more heroes. They lost 3 heroes. Alright. They took the tier the tier 3 bottom and the mid lane Rax. The mid lane Rax. So why did Treant buy back? It's a map control kind of thing. He doesn't have Aghanims yet, so it's not a buyback to start setting up ice in the forest. It's mostly buyback to ward. There are the wards, we can see. It's more of to even the numbers a little bit more. Because Fnatic were 3 dead and Mineski only 1 dead. So if they are playing, if they are outnumbered like that on the map, they can get picked off if they try to do anything. So to even the numbers a little bit more, and alright, he's gonna be able to de-ward that easily. Roshan is full HP. Another amazing utility of Power Shot, Scout Roshan. Very good. Please kill the Tinker again, please. Tinker gets hexed and Winter's cursed. There is the shackle and the wind and the focus fire. What is this hero? How is Tinker alive? Why is this broken shit being able to rearm Blink in the game? Jesus Christ.
You were still alive?
He just rearms Blink in the middle of 3 people and blinks out. What the fuck is that? How do you have 3 people hitting you, you rearm Blink and blink out? What the fuck is that?
Every coin helps.
Seriously, man? Oh, that Roshan has Aegis, Cheese and Refresher. Oh, that's a big Roshan right there. That's an important one. Nice Glimmer Cape there from Universe. Kept him alive. Very nice. Now he's getting healed. They are building another Hex. Okay. They already have 1 Hex on Fnatic, and DJ wants to build another Hex with the Windrunner. Makes sense. Because Hex is the only way of killing Tinker. He has Manta, which counters the tree and disables all the roots. And it can disjoin Shackle if it's done in the right time. But he does not have a BKB on Tinker. So Hexes kill him. Another fight incoming. And another beautiful 2-man Shackle. Wait for it. Wait for... There is the Shackle and the Tinker kill. Tinker gets Decrepified though. Nice power shot, dealing damage with Decrepify. And Tinker rearming Manta. Power shot. No. Please, somebody kill the Tinker, man. I can't... The reason why Mineski hasn't lost this game is because of the Tinker. The reason why this game is not over yet is because of Tinker. I actually can't believe it. In that last fight, Tinker survived with 50 HP. Wait a second, Tinker has Radiance. Well, he made Manta, so maybe the logic is I have a Manta, might as well make Hex and use those Manta illusions with sorry, not Hex, Radiance. That's the first time I see Tinker Radiance. It has to do a lot with the Manta. There is no other reason. I have a Manta. Let's have Manta Radiance Illusions that can split push lanes and farm creeps, and yeah, that's cool. Yeah, they are protecting the Tinker very well. Mineski is doing a really good job at protecting the Tinker, yes. Both teams have this hero that they want to play around and protect. For Mineski, it's the Tinker. And for Fnatic, that's the Husker. Heroes to play around and protect. This game is very interesting. 53 minutes so far of this game. Nice la. Ooh, nice Shackle. Universe is tipping in. BKB and Hex. Please. Please, Tinker. Tinker is an annoying hero that I would like to lose the game. Win the game from this. Windrunner, man. That's Windrunner the hero. That's the hero right there. You run around the map. You have invisibility for 6 seconds every 8 seconds and a half because of the cooldown reduction. So you run around the map almost perma-invisible, perma-invis, and you just look for pickoffs. This is the hero. Look for ganks, gank people, kill people. What a fucking god. They don't have to worry about the Tinker, has no buyback. Wraith King has Aghanim's. Noticed that long ago, but never mentioned it. Because people have this little respawn after they die. Nice. 2 heroes dead from Mineski, no buyback on both. This is good.
Dire are scanning.
He's hiding behind this little tree, man. Just waiting for the perfect opportunity. Nice, force the cheese from Pugna and the defensive Decrepify. That's still good contribution. The fight. Tinker is now back, so that's a little bit of a problem. But it's okay, they can chill now for a bit and look for another Tinker pickoff soon. Tinker has buyback, but still. They are definitely in a really good spot now. They took 2 sides of racks, they are in a really good spot. This game is gonna go longer than an hour. Classic Fnatic game. Fnatic games. Maybe a little bit more specifically Eternal Envy. But since Envy is in Fnatic, then it's Fnatic in general. Late games. People say Envy likes late game. Well, here we go with the late game. I think overall Envy's games are way longer duration than others. Man, another very nice shackle. Wow. The thing is that Necro is dead with no buyback. Might come off cooldown soon, that buyback. Focus on Pugna to cancel the life drain. Easy regen rune. Very low cooldown on blink. And they want to disengage the fight. Yeah, Husker is dead. Alright, yeah. They really need to run away. They really need to disengage this. The good thing is, for Fnatic right now, lanes are pushing in. Bottom lane is in Mineski's base. Mid lane is deep pushing. And the top lane is also pushing really hard. Haste rune. Look at that. Running around taking runes from them. This guy is a monster. Okay, I think buybacks will still be necessary for Fnatic. Most likely the Winter Wyvern will buy back because he has much longer respawn time.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
There we go. Okay, that's Winter's curse. That Winter Curse didn't do that much. Does he have a refresher to do it again? No refresher. Oh, it's that part, it's that point of the game where the Treant perma roots people. He has the root duration talent. Oh boy. Alright, so everybody has respawned from Fnatic. They get a kill on Wraith King with Scythe. The Wraith King has buyback. He's dead for 2 minutes. Wait a second. Does the Wraith King Aghanims counter Necro? Are those 2 minutes respawn time normal? I feel like it's normal because he's level 25. Why does 2 minutes feel like a normal respawn time? Why do I feel like there was no added respawn time? Like there's supposed to be 45 seconds added respawn time. So he's supposed to be dead for longer than 2 minutes, I think. I think he's supposed to be dead for longer than 2 minutes if he dies to Reaper Scythe. Yeah, he didn't die. Like, he died, but he also respawned because of the Aghanims effect. Holy shit, that's huge. If the Wraith King Aghanims counters Necrophos, then the first time I see it. Never knew about that. That's huge. That makes Wraith King an even bigger counter to Necrophos. Like, the hero dies, but then it respawns for another, how much? 7 seconds. Pretty much Scepter ally death delay. It pretty much, I guess that's how it's called. It delays the death by 7 seconds. So the hero doesn't really die to Scythe. It dies, but then it stays alive for another 7 seconds from the Aghanims effect of Wraith King. Wow. Alright. That's very interesting. That's huge. So they don't really die. The death is delayed by 7 seconds. Wow. Does he have Aghanims on Necro? No Aghanims. He has a refresher though. He doesn't have low cooldown Aghanims, but he has a refresher so he can ult twice. I guess like, that doesn't mean the Necrophos ultimate is useless. It will still be useful for the damage it deals. When you ult someone from half HP, they will just go down to 0. Okay, not from half HP, but a little bit less than half HP, they will go down to 0. Come on, DJ. Another... There is the shackle focusing Pugna. And Pugna died as well. Both back. Nice. 3 kills, 3 buybacks from Mineski. So now the heroes that don't have buyback, if they get picked off, game over. Okay, they will get a kill here on the Necrophos, but he has a bleed. Wait, Necro didn't die even. That's an example where the Invis from Windrun saves you.
Dire's middle tower is
That's an example where the talent saves your life. It's just so much better than the other one. So much better than the Shackle duration. Shackle duration, in theory, seems good. Like, oh, you can stun 2 people for 5 seconds. That's insane. But, the Invis Windrun talent just ends up being useful way more often. It makes the difference. It makes a difference way more often than the other talent. Okay, next time we see Necrophos, hero is pretty cancer. Next time we see Necrophos in our game, we're going Wraith King and we're building Aghanims. Easy peasy.
Smart money.
Because that can completely change the game. Oh, that's a nice smoke reveal. And okay, they're not gonna commit for a kill there. That's a very nice smoke reveal though. Shackle shot. Okay, that's fine. Woo! Tinker Radiance coming, guys, careful. Woo! Ah. Nice Hex on Tinker. Can't chain with Shackle though. Hex into Shackle is not possible there. So now Mineski will get Roshan. Holy shit, they get Aegis, Cheese, and Refresher.
Roshan has fallen to the dire.
So, did Fnatic actually lose the game because of that? Don't tell me. They have 2 heroes dead with no buybacks for... Necro has it on cooldown for 5 minutes and Treant for 5 minutes as well. So they have no buybacks anytime soon.
Are under attack. Radiant's middle barracks are under attack.
Decrepify saving from Cold Embrace. Does anybody from Fnatic have buyback? Windrunner and Winter Wyvern.
Radiant structures.
Holy shit.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower has fallen.
This is so unfair. Hopefully, I think they will lose 2 sides of racks, but then we'll be able to defend the 3rd one. Ah, Lotus Orb. There we go. Lotus Orb with swap. Counter swap. Yeah, Wraith King will be able to create a lot of space. Okay, they are jumping in. They are not gonna get Megas, Mineski. And Windrunner gets Chain Shark, Chain Hex. Okay, that's Mega. Instant buyback on Winter Wyvern. Tiny has no buyback. Okay, Pugna is dead as well. No buyback on him. Mega creeps. Another ultimate on Wraith King. Wraith King does have buyback. Fnatic's team doesn't scale very well into the late game either. I feel like, yeah, that's another reason to go damage Windrunner, even if you're a support, to play Windrunner as if you were a core. Another reason, if your team doesn't have good, if your team doesn't scale very well into the late game, you want to become a core later. So they're looking for pickoffs. This is really smart. He's looking for pickoffs, and Winter Wyvern has level 2 travels. Necrophos as well. And Husker might get one soon. So, DJ on Windrunner is looking for pickoffs, and other people can travel him. Damn. If this game ends now, if Fnatic lose this game, DJ did not deserve to lose it. I feel like he delivered so much this game. But that Wraith King Aghanims and the Tinker pick for Mineski basically changed the game so much. How many people are watching this right now? 43,000 only? What? This is the most interesting game of all games right now.
Radiant's top shrine is under attack. Radiant's top shrine has fallen. Radiant's bottom shrine is under attack.
He swapped the Maelstrom out of the inventory.
Bottom shrine has fallen.
That's not... I mean, that Maelstrom deals a lot of damage, so I don't know if he wants to swap it out. Okay, so the item build went like this. Blink, Maelstrom, like Javelin, Blink, Maelstrom, BKB, Hex. Hex really good against Tinker this game. Okay, he's focusing Pugna, no way on disc. That Dagon does so much damage with the Crabfire. Husker has buyback here. How are they going to kill Mineski? They have the Wraith King respawn. He has Reincarnation. They have Aegis and Cheese. How are they? Okay, that's a kill. But he has buyback. They actually cannot deal with Mega Creeps very well. They don't even have stuff that pushes Mega Creeps. They don't have a super good carry. Woo! Nice snipe. At least this player perspective is entertaining until the very last minute of the game. That snipe with power shot. No Vengeful Spirit for 2 minutes and no buyback. And now he kills the Pugna as well. No buyback on the 2 heroes. No buyback on the 2 heroes from Mineski. Wraith King is dead. Does Wraith King have buyback? What happened? He does. Why are they tipping Envy?
Ancient is under attack.
Mineski is tipping Envy. Oh man, this game is actually insane. Hex with the cooldown reduction is pretty sick too. No, don't get picked off. Oh my god, if you get picked off here. If you get picked off here. He's looking because teammates have trouble too. He wants to catch Tinker and people will travel too on him. Oh, look at that. He bought wards and took them and now he's gonna ward the base. He's gonna ward the base and the shrine. So now they can catch the Venge, I think. I think Venge is gonna walk into that mid lane ward. There. Wow. This is some impressive gameplay, seriously. I haven't said so many...
Questionable at the best.
I haven't said so many wows in a long time. This is some impressive gameplay right here. The Vengeful Spirit has buyback though. So the Treant finally has his Aghanims and he's starting to place Ice in the Forest. Guys, this is only game 1. These two teams are going to play another game. Why does it always seem for Fnatic that they start really good in the early to mid game and they get to the point where they almost won and then something goes wrong, man. It's like almost every game of Fnatic that I watch. They were doing so well. Minute 40 into the game or so, I thought they won the game. Oh, that's a huge pick off on Tinker. That's a huge pick off on Tinker bottom. Like, so many games of Fnatic, it feels like it starts so well and then something goes wrong and they lose. BKB. Oh. Okay, no way on this. Buyback from the Windrunner. He's tipping in. Tinker bought back as well, so everybody's alive now and the fight is going on. That's a side kill. Tinker is tipping into the fight. Husker dead, no buyback. Pugna dead, no buyback. The throne is taking a little bit of damage. Fnatic's throne. Wyvern has to buy back as well. And Vengeful Spirit, no buyback. Okay, so 4v3 right now. Venge, no buyback for 9 seconds. He will have it now. And Pugna, no buyback for 2 minutes. So I forgot what I was gonna say.
has fallen to the dying.
Huh. So now Tinker has Aegis. They know he's there, I think. They know something was going on over there. Well, I thought that Mineski's late game is better, but there is a Treant with Aghanims. Treant Protector is a sick late game hero. Oh yeah, I was gonna say something. When Vengeful Spirit took a talent that the stun goes through magic immunity, watch. Magic Missile pierces spell immunity. That talent. Because he swapped in DJ, but then he BKB'd, but then he still stunned them. So that talent. Oh, Husker is dead, but he has buyback. And DJ has to be careful here. He has no buyback. If he dies here... Oh, that's bad. Okay, now that's game over, most likely. Oh my god. GG, boys. Damn. Predictions. 2 predictions correct, the others incorrect. Which team will win? Fnatic? I was close. They almost won this game. It wasn't even a one-sided game. And then the first barracks. I really thought that the team with Husker, Fnatic, will be able to take a side of Rax early because they have a Husker. The thing is that when the game goes late and you have a Husker, that sucks. You don't want to be Husker into the late game. You do almost nothing. Vote for MVP. That's my MVP. 100%. He delivered this game. He did work this game. What? Okay, I can't disagree, Tinker. Alright. I can't disagree, but still. Only 7% for DJ. At least he's in the top 3, I guess. He's a runner-up. Tinker was just... He played the Tinker really well, that's for sure. But what was more like... What was good about the Tinker is the pick. It's the fact that they picked Tinker. And he also played it well, of course. But it's more the fact that the Tinker was an extremely good pick than... like... him playing a... impressive Tinker. Super impressive Tinker. Even the Pugna did more damage than Tinker, look at that. I can't believe that, actually. Always Tinker deals the most damage in a game when... where there is a Tinker. So, alright. Fun fact. I predicted the hero with most last hits, Tinker. This is the most last hits I've seen in a international game so far. Look at this. Here. Hero with most last hits in a game. Tinker. So 864. I don't know if anyone's gonna beat that. So far, my prediction, I think, is correct for that. Anyway, that was our... oh, this is pretty... this is pretty crazy to see as well. In a 1 hour and 20 minutes game, the support contribution, 7,600. 7,700. 42 sentries, 33 observers, 42 sentries on this guy as well. Well, the Tinker is like... he gets 6 loaded and he doesn't need anything else. He has nothing to do with gold, so he just spends it on sentries and gives it to the support. That's why Tinker would have so many sentries. If he never gets to the point where he doesn't need anything, then he wouldn't buy, of course. Anyway, that was a pretty interesting game. A little bit unfortunate for Fnatic. They seemed like they had it, and I thought they had it. But this was still a really interesting game. That was our cast game. Fnatic versus Mineski. Player perspective of DJ's Windrunner. I hope you guys enjoyed it on YouTube. Don't forget to like the video. That would help a lot. And if you aren't subbed to my YouTube channel, feel free to do that. I upload videos almost every day. See you in the next video.